Raising a child requires foundational legal choices about your relationship. That single decision determines who makes medical decisions and if their home is protected. Couples generally choose from three primary categories: marriage, civil partnership, or cohabitation. This matrix helps evaluate those choices through the lens of child welfare. Many parents assume a civil partnership offers different protections than a marriage, or they rely on the myth of the common law spouse. To find the safest path, we have to look past the romance and view these three statuses purely as legal contracts. Without understanding this framework, you risk inadvertently trading away your child's security and your own legal rights. Let's start with parental responsibility, or PR. This is the legal authority to make critical decisions about a child's schooling, religion, and medical care. In a marriage or civil partnership, both biological parents, or both female civil partners, are granted PR automatically. On our matrix, both marriage and civil partnership establish an immediate automatic status for shared parental authority. The trade-off for that automatic status is permanence. If the relationship becomes toxic, you cannot easily revoke a former partner's shared legal authority. Cohabitation works differently. For unmarried couples, the law only recognizes the birth mother automatically. An unmarried father must take active steps to secure PR, like being jointly registered on a post-2003 birth certificate or applying for a court order. Cohabitation avoids heavy legal entanglements, but it leaves the non-birth partner vulnerable to being shut out of the child's life during a dispute. The dynamic shifts slightly for step-parents who marry or civilly partner with the biological parent. Step-parents don't get PR automatically. But the formal union provides a streamlined legal path to acquire it through a written agreement or a court order. By formalizing their role, the step-parent gains legal authority, but permanently takes on the financial duties of a parent. Formal unions establish immediate shared authority, whereas cohabitation forces non-birth parents to proactively fight for their right to parent. Now consider the reality of the relationship breaking down and the family separating. During a divorce or dissolution, the courts exercise significant power under the Matrimonial Causes Act or Civil Partnership Act. A judge can forcibly transfer property and assets to ensure the child and their primary caregiver are securely housed for the long term. Our matrix shows that formal unions use full court intervention to redistribute wealth and protect the child's home. To secure the child's housing, both partners' entire net worth is exposed to court redistribution. Those same sweeping powers do not exist for cohabitants who split up. Unmarried couples must rely on the more limited protections of Schedule 1 of the Children's Act. A caregiving parent might secure the family home to raise the child, but the property usually reverts to the wealthy ex-partner once the child turns 18. This often leaves the caregiving parent with zero long-term assets or housing security after the child matures. Marriage and civil partnership prioritize the child's permanent housing by exposing all assets. Cohabitation protects individual wealth at the direct expense of the caregiver's long-term security. There is no such thing as a common law marriage. Living together for years offers zero automatic legal status or financial rights. Choosing to remain cohabitants allow you to retain strict personal financial independence from your partner. But to give a child the same safety net as a formal union, cohabitants must proactively pay for complex legal patches. You have to manually draft cohabitation contracts and formal PR agreements to create protection. Cohabitation is only a safe strategy if you are willing to spend significant time and money drafting agreements to replicate what formal unions do by default. So, how do you choose between marriage and civil partnership based strictly on outcomes for the child? This chart maps the relationship between legal formality and child security. Marriage and civil partnership offer the exact same tier of maximum legal and financial protection. Cohabitation, which lacks those automatic safeguards, falls into the bottom left. Since the legal frameworks for children are identical, the choice between marriage and civil partnership is entirely based on personal, cultural, or religious preference. It is a matter of identity and public expression, not legal strategy. If the primary goal is the seamless, automatic protection of children and caregiver rights, formalizing the union is strategically superior to cohabitation.